So now, glad you can hear my voice. Hey guys, greetings. This is awesome. This is going to be a lot of fun. Let's make sure you can hear the guitar. Is the mix okay for guitar voice? I had it all kind of going through my computer, and I'll just do it old school style. It's got my Karma amp plugged in. Yep, all right, cool. Well, this is a little more intimidating for me than being able to edit out all my mistakes, but I figured with all the craziness going on in the world, let's get some positive interactions going, even if it is digitally. I know you guys will forgive me when I mess up, but this is, it's just a great crowd pleaser. Thought it'd be a fun one to just go through live. I'm going to break it up into 4 parts, and you guys comment as I'm doing it, as I'm going through the teaching. If you want me to get more or less into the theory side of it or what scales I'm using, let me know. I'll just kind of plan on just going through it without talking about that much unless you guys ask me to. But yeah, we'll just start trucking through it. All right, so I'll play the solo once, kind of like in a lesson on 6 string, and then we'll break it down. I'm just kind of going straight into the amp, so it's not a great tone, but we'll live with it. Here it is. All right, there we go. So there it is. Do you need me to turn it up a little bit, or we're just getting rowdy over there, Jeff? All right, cool. So there it is. So let's go section by section. All right. Here's the first little part that we're going to do. All right. So now we're going to go up, starting here. In the key of G, right? Get that nice position 5 pentatonic. We're in a 2nd fret of G up to 4. And then you got the 3rd fret of B. And we're going to go back and forth a couple times. And then hammer on to 5 of B. Back down. And then double stops, G and the B string, 4 and 3. Going to go down to 2 and 1. And then open. All right. Then back up to 4, 3 of B. And then slide them both down again. This time leave your B string first finger down. Pull off the G string. And then open D string, 2nd fret. Open G, 2nd fret. Pull off. All right, and that's the first little section. So let's do it again. 2, 3, 4. Sorry, one more time. 2, 3, 4. All right, so that is the what we'll call section 1. Now, if everyone's doing all right, let's go to section 2. I'm going to leave this up, so after I'm done, you can come back, rewind, play these sections back as much as you want. So maybe for now, just try and stick with me as best as you can, but then know that when I'm done, I'll even play a little backing track at the end so you have something to play along with, and then we'll just leave it up on our YouTube channel, and you'll be able to access it indefinitely. All right, so here's the second part. We just got done with. Now we're going to do this. All right, let's break that down. So we got done with. Now we'll do this slide back. We already did this riff once. 2 to 4 on G, and then you got the 3rd fret of B behind it. Come back down. then 2, back to open G. So that first part of this part 2 is. And now we're actually going to do the same riff. Just we're kind of playing over a G chord here. Now we're going to play over a D chord. So on the G string, we're all the way up on 9. We're going to go up to 11. Then we have 10 of B, back to 11 of G, and then down to 9, pull off to 7. All right, so far, this section 2, 3, 4. Continuing on, we'll do this. All right, so we did. Now what I just played was 8th fret to 9th fret on G. Then we have 8th fret of B. Then we have back to the G string, 9th fret. And then with that same ring finger, 10th fret of B with a bend. Keep picking that. Back down. You bend it down and go to 8. And then now we're going to do a double stop, 10th fret of B and high E, and slide it up to 12. All right, so let's play that whole section 2 to review, all right? 3, 4. Yeah, Raymond, that's a whole step bend right there. So you want it to go up to this note right here. All right, everyone tracking so far? Going too fast, going too slow? All right, we'll keep going. Let's see, gonna go. Then we do this. All right, so that's the next section. So we just went up here. Now we're gonna bar the 10th fret of the high E in the B string. And you're hammering onto the 12th fret of the high E and B string. Back down, one more time. Now we're gonna do this kind of classic country style bend here. We'll get the ring finger on 9 of G and pinky finger on 10 of B. Full bend back down, and then end on 7 of G. So we did. Continuing on, we'll go down to the 9th fret of D. No, I kind of lost my spot. Let's do it again. Well, then we do. So now we're at 7th fret of G. Hammer on to 9. 8th fret of B. Back down to G 9. Then 10 of B. Pull off to 8. And then we're going to do another double stop. So get the 10th fret of B ready for a bend. And the 10th fret of high E. You can cluck that high E string and bend it again on the B string. Come back down to 8. And then you're going to want to reach with your ring finger over here to the 9th fret of G to set us up for this next section. Okay, but let's just review that really quick. So we did. Okay. Let's do the whole thing. I'll go nice and slow. We'll just review the whole thing, then we'll finish off this last section. Okay? So it starts like this: 2, 3, 4. Now let's do section 4. I'll keep going and then we'll learn it. Okay, so you can kind of hear it on the recording. He's letting these ring out at the same time, and we can accomplish that by 10th fret of B, and then 7th fret of high E, but let the B string keep ringing. All right, and then up to 8 of high E and back down, over to the B string, and you kind of slide down naturally to go to the 8th fret of B, and then we're going to get set up for this next bend. 7 of G, 8 of B, you're bending the G string, and then we have another pick on the B string, and then another bend on G, back down, another pick on that G string, 5th fret, and then a real quick hit on that 7th fret of D, then we move up here. So far, we have this: 3, 4. And to finish it all off, we go 10, bar it, and hammer on to the 12th fret of B. Keep going on, pull it off, and then you're gonna want to, it's not the right, you're gonna want to get here, which is 12 and 11, 12 of B, 11 of high E, and slide it just right away. You slide it right up to 15 and 14. So. All right, and that is the whole thing. Let's do just that last section one time all the way through. Oop, I made it wrong. Here we go. 3, 4. All right, and that is the whole solo, my friends. So let's see what we got. Slide the G. Which part here, Jeff? That's on the B and the high E string right there. All right, let me know if that answered it, Jeff. That's the whole solo. I'm still going to play a backing track for you. I'm just going to play through the chords. So when you're listening back to this later and it's recorded, you'll have a backing track that you can use to jam with. But before I do that, is there any other questions or anything you want me to go over a little more slowly, or maybe I didn't explain very well before I do that? Speak now or forever hold your peace. All right, guys, here we go. I'm going to play it, and then later on, yeah, correct, Rain. Later on, you'll be able to use this track to practice. All right, here we go. Tips on how to avoid playing higher string noise. Yeah, so let's see, you're on the bends, like you're talking about Peter, like for something like that, I always try to mute the higher string. If I'm not playing the high E string, like right here, you can see my pinky is playing the B string and muting the high E string. always try to find some, and actually on this one, my pointer finger could also be muting that high E string right there. So you got a couple options to mute, but if you don't want that high E string ringing out, find a finger that you can have that's used to play something that's close, like the B string here, and then see if you can just let it rest on it. So this is ringing out, and this is muted. Okay, cool, you got it. All right, then without further ado, I'm just gonna play this. Let's see, it's perfect. Yep, true, Barry. So here's backing track for you. All right, starting right on the solo. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. I already messed it up. I was singing the verse, and the verse is a little different. Let me try that again. Here we go. Ready? 2, 3, 4. All right. Well, there you have it. There's a little quick walk through the solo. This has been really fun. It's fun to see a lot of the faces from the forum popping up here. I can see people kind of commenting. And yeah, if you all enjoyed this, we can find another song that's kind of tough to license and maybe do it again in the future. So, hey, all right, Jeff. I'd like to hear that. Thank you all very much for your support. I hope everyone's staying healthy and sane, kind of social distancing, spending a lot of time at home. Again, great to see you on here, and we'll do it again soon. Have a great weekend, folks. Yeah, thank you, Andy. Good to see you, man, digitally. Thanks, Barry. Thanks, Chris.